Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War Chant is going full throat. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Clemens. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into...
Looking deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Throws to the wideout. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Seminoles are rolling down the field. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. And he breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cavaliers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Right, there's a live football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on fourth down and short. It's on fourth down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on fourth down.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Keith. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Third and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on third and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT. It's kind of like a punt.
They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. Creates a little space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got enough space. Touchdown Seminoles. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. Fires throws the pass, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, no! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Ball is loose. And the defense has it there going the other way. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right now.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's caught downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Cavaliers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Heath. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on second and goal? The running back has it. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the fields.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Off play action. It's complete to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Touchdown Seminoles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some...
Hit the afterburners, kid. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Trying to get to him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Quick step and go. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field.
Get set, get set.
Off-play action on 1st down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Heath. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward.
False start.
The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Giving him his pads. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Got it. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State.
He'll start this drive firing.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for a man. It's Heath. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've done.
He's going to let it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, look out! The 20! The 10! No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a first down for this offense. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll throw it on first down. Might be looking to run. At the 35, he's open. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They want to throw it. He's going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the point after is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no. We're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum. Tackle
is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got to be able to pay this off now if you're on offense.
Yeah, and you want to pay it off. You practice it, but set it up in a goal-to-go situation. This is as good as it gets for this offense to succeed.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense.
Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Catch in the middle. It's McCord. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now on 2nd and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. And they get the sack just like that. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be in a...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cavaliers will line up to punt it away.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Great example of a receiver just winning at the line of scrimmage against press coverage. He's able to get a clean release, and that allows him to push down the field, stack the cornerback, made it an easier throw for the quarterback, and now all of a sudden they're in the red zone.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the ground with the back. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out.
The expressway is wide open. Inside the 30. He's at the sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On second down, wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. On target. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The back goes in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Knolls come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. He'll just keep slinging it. What a snag by the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays.
He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
Get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Working the middle. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And the PAT is good, helps the kicker stats and not much else as this one is in the books. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter